Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of used adventure wagons with a true icon, the Subaru Outback. If you're thinking about picking up a used Outback, you're probably drawn to its rugged capability, all-wheel drive, and that perfect blend of car-like comfort and SUV utility. But before you load up for your next road trip or off-road adventure, there are some potential issues you need to watch out for to avoid getting stuck with a costly clunker. In this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about used Subaru Outbacks. We'll cover the model years that might give you trouble, what wears out as the miles stack up, and how to shop smart to score a wagon that's ready for anything. Stick around to the end for my top tips on picking the perfect Outback. New here? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss more car buying tips. And if this video saves you from a lemon, give it a thumbs up, it really helps us out. If you would like to see a particular vehicle model review, you can leave your request as a comment below this video. Alright, let's roll. So what's the deal with the Subaru Outback? It's the ultimate do-it-all vehicle. Part car, part SUV, and 100% ready for adventure. With its standard all-wheel drive, spacious interior, and reputation for reliability, the Outback has a lot to love. Whether you're hauling gear for a weekend getaway or just tackling your daily commute, it's a fan favorite. But here's the catch. Even a rugged ride like this can have its quirks, especially with certain model years or high mileage. The model years that might leave you stranded. What to expect as the odometer climbs. Why the Outback is still a fantastic choice, plus tips to avoid the trouble spots. No complicated jargon, just straight-up advice to help you buy with confidence. Let's start with the model years. Not every Outback year is flawless. Some have more issues than others. Here's the rundown on the ones to watch out for. The 2000 to 2004 Subaru Outback, also known as the second generation, is particularly known for head gasket failure. The likelihood of encountering this issue is around 20 to 25%. Repair costs can range from $1,500 to $2,500. The 2.5-liter engine in these years is notorious for head gasket leaks, especially in the 2000 to 2002 models. Look for signs of overheating, coolant loss, or oil mixing with coolant. And it's always a good idea to ask if the gaskets have been replaced. Now let's talk about transmission issues, particularly with the automatic versions. The likelihood of experiencing transmission problems is about 10 to 15%. Repair costs can vary between $1,500 and $3,000. The automatic transmission can develop slipping or harsh shifts. So when you test drive it, feel for any jerky transitions between gears. Moving on to the 2005 to 2009 Subaru Outback, or the third generation. One major issue to watch out for in the XT models is turbocharger failure. The likelihood of this happening is about 10 to 15%, with repair costs ranging from $1,000 to $2,000. Turbo models can suffer from turbo lag or failure, which can lead to power loss or smoke. When you test the acceleration, any hesitation or whining is definitely a red flag. Wheel bearing wear. The likelihood of this happening is about 10 to 15%. The repair cost ranges from $300 to $600. Premature wheel bearing wear can cause humming or grinding noises, so listen for sounds when driving, especially at higher speeds. The 2010 to 2014 Subaru Outback, also known as the fourth generation, has some known issues. One of them is excessive oil consumption. The likelihood of this issue is around 15 to 20%, and the repair cost can be between $1,500 to $3,000. The 2.5-liter engine in some models, especially those from 2013 and 2014, can burn oil due to faulty piston rings. Make sure to check the oil level and ask about how often it needs to be topped off. CVT transmission problems are another concern. The likelihood is about 10 to 15%, with repair costs ranging from $2,000 to $4,000. The CVT can shudder or fail prematurely, especially in models from 2010 to 2012. When you test drive it, feel for any jerky transitions or delays. 2015 to 2020 Subaru Outback 5th generation. Infotainment system glitches. Likelihood 5 to 10%. Repair cost, $200 to $600. The Starlink system can freeze or lose connectivity, especially in models from 2015 to 2017. Make sure to test all tech features during your inspection. Windshield cracking. Likelihood 5 to 10%. Repair cost, $300 to $800. Some owners report spontaneous windshield cracks, possibly due to stress points. Be sure to inspect the glass carefully. Model years are just the start. Mileage is where the real story unfolds. Here's what might pop up as the Outback racks up the miles. 0 to 50,000 miles, minor electrical issues, likelihood 5%, repair cost, $100 to $400. Details, glitchy sensors or infotainment quirks can appear. Test every button, screen, and feature. Brake wear, likelihood 10%. Repair cost, $300 to $600. Details all-wheel drive systems can wear brakes faster. Check for squealing or vibrations when stopping. 50,000 to 100,000 miles. Suspension wear, with a likelihood of 10%. The repair cost ranges from $500 to $1,200. Worn struts or bushings can make the ride less smooth. Drive over bumps and listen for clunks. CV joint failure has a likelihood of 5 to 10%. The repair cost is between $400 and $800. Clicking noises when turning could mean worn CV joints. Test it in tight turns. 100,000 to 150,000 miles. Head gasket issues with a likelihood of 15%. The repair cost ranges from $1,500 to $2,500. Even in later models, head gaskets can fail. Look for overheating or coolant loss. Timing belt wear is another thing to consider. The likelihood of this issue is about 10%. The repair cost will be between $600 and $1,200. The timing belt usually needs replacing around 105,000 miles. Always check the service history to see if this has been done. Once you go over 150,000 miles, you start facing major repairs. The likelihood of needing these repairs is between 20 and 30%. The repair costs can be anywhere from $2,000 to over $5,000. High mileage brings risks, like engine or transmission rebuilds. So definitely budget for big repairs if you plan to keep your vehicle this long. Here's the good news. The Subaru Outback is still a reliability champ. With proper care, these wagons can easily hit 200,000 miles or more. Annual repair costs average around $500 to $700, which is solid for an all-wheel drive vehicle. Subaru's boxer engines and symmetrical AWD are built to last, but maintenance is key. Maintenance is everything. A detailed service history, oil changes, timing belt replacements is your best friend. Driving habits matter. Off-road use or harsh conditions can accelerate wear. Ask how it's been driven. Recall check. Look up recalls for issues like airbags or fuel pumps and confirm they're resolved. Ready to snag a used Subaru Outback? Here's your playbook for success. Be cautious with 2000 to 2004 models. Head gasket and transmission issues can be costly. Demand maintenance records. No service history? Keep walking. Get a pre-purchase inspection. Over 100,000 miles, have a mechanic check it out. Test everything. AWE, tech, suspension. Make sure it's all in top shape. Follow these tips and you'll drive off in an Outback that's ready for any adventure. Thanks for watching. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Share your Outback stories or questions below. Catch you in the next one.